I was gonna say, welcome to the stream. I hope everyone's having a very lovely day, and thank you so much, Withmore, for subscribing resubscribing. I was gonna say we got a nice new thing. We got a nice little emote, but I see you've all already found it and then some. Welcome everyone. How are we doing? It is kind of springtime. I don't know when spring time starts. I think we've had the spring equinox thingy bob. Hey Jesse, hey Sally, hey Smiley, hey Withmore, hey Ashnot, hey Phony, hey everyone, hey Joe. But like it's been sunny this week in the UK, and because it's been sunny, everybody and their grandmothers have had all the windows open. And I don't know about you, but I'm a precious little soul. And I quite like cozy jumpers and stuff still until like it's bright, sunny and, heat. It's too cold for me. So I'm currently locked in the office, whack the heater on, made myself a big ass cup of tea. And yeah, just waiting for it to go. Hey Naomi, hey Sumi. Yeah, that's fine. I'm just really happy you came over here. I said Sumi, not Siri. It's honestly, look, for goodness sake. Siri absolutely hates me. Kiari says hello to everyone as well. Hi Sophie. Just a little quickie shout. If you're watching this, but if you don't have a Twitch account, then you should go and look in the doobly-doobly-doobly-doo and join our Discord. We've made a Discord which is about creatives helping other creatives. It's a nice, lovely, wholesome little space where the emphasis is on creating, whichever your art form may be. So we don't have it as like a what's the word? It's not really a marketplace. It's nothing out external. It's kind of like a nice little inner safe space where we can kind of share our own arts and kind of just like chat together and be kind of hidden from the world. And it's our own little bubble. So yeah, if you chat in there, and then I've got a streams channel as well, so you can chat in that streams channel, and you can chat in there. But yeah, welcome everyone. Welcome to Friday. I've been baking. I've still got my jelly beans. Don't get me wrong. I've still got my jelly beans and all my beeps in it. I'm not a madman. Oh no, my backlight is dying. Well, I forgot to change batteries in my backlight, so I haven't got a backlight today. But I did make cookies. Look at my cookies. Cookies. Dark chocolate and walnut cookies from my super fancy French patisserie book. But I'm starting on like the super, super easy side. So I'm not going to try and attempt to do like opera cake and stuff just yet. Give it time. My hair's already doing the flicky thing because it's too long and it needs a haircut. But lockdown and whatnot. I still need to make that recipe. And you can have one. You can have one if you can answer these riddles free. I know you're going to ask me what are the riddles, but that's where the real riddle is. If you can figure out the riddles and then answer them, then you get a cookie. That's how we're doing it today. That's exactly how we're doing it today. Oh, it's being wholesome. I say wholesome, I've already crimed. But yeah, look at that. Look at that texture. Look at that texture. You don't get texture like that in anywhere else but Yorkshire. Oh, happy birthday apparently so. We'll dedicate this stream to you. This whole stream's dedicated to your birthday. Happy birthday. So, Journey. Like a bit of Journey. Journey, if I remember correctly, was the first ever recipient of a BAFTA in the video game category. Very specific. Oh, is it Grammys? Is it either BAFTAs or Grammys? I can never remember which one it is. I think it's both. Anyway, really good game. The soundtrack itself got unbelievable amounts of awards, and quite rightly so. Austin Wintory, amazing person, wrote the soundtrack, the score. He did this, he did Abzu, he did the Banner Saga, he did the Assassin's Creed, the one that's set in Victorian London. Is that Syndicate? Answer to the... Oh, people are guessing the riddles. Hey, Billy. Hey, Bryn. Grammys is music. Grammys. I think it is Grammys then. But also BAFTAs. You can get a BAFTA and... Oh, no, maybe you can't. Jamal. It's out of my skill set to remember awards. It's not in my skill set. Answers to the riddles. 1 no, 2 yes, but only in Yorkshire at 2:35 p.m. 3 C major. No, Sophie, not even close. Oh, thank you, Anonymous Gifter, for gifting tier 1 gift subs to people. That's so sweet. Also, I'm kind of playing around with my channel points at the moment, so I've kind of disabled a few things because I'm thinking about bringing new stuff in. But I'm still in that sort of intermediate stage. So we've only got jelly beans. It was a BAFTA. Thank you, Jess. Jelly beans, hydrate, and summon the beeps. Which is with the whole family today. You got the beeps, you got the Berts, you got Viola, and you got that there Mark spelled with a C in the background because Mark is French. Did Mark get a bath? I need to give Mark a bath. Bless them. Bless them. They are a bit. I'm going to show you. I don't know if this is going to show up in stream or not. But they are quite dirty. Thank you, Jellybean Redemption. Can you see that dirty muck? It's a bit murky. His beard's seen better days. His hat's looking a bit yellowy. And that's not light. What do you call it? Lightness? What did it call it? Highlighters. It's not highlighters on its face. That's just muck. Yeah. They will get a bath, I promise. Just want me just for now. I'm going to try this. Let's get to the game. Nico bathed that gnome. Listen. It was either me or Mark that was going to get clean today, and I chose myself. Thank you, Anne, for resubscribing. 6 months. Have we been going for 6 months now? Also, Anne, I think you get a new jelly bean at 6 months. 1, 3, 6. Yeah, you get a new jelly bean. I can't remember what colour it is. But anyway, let's go to the game. Game. Whack on sound. Well, welcome, guys. Oh, it's all pink. Am I blurry? Why am I blurry? Are you sure I'm blurry? Now look at you guys seeing. I don't know why that is. Now we check settings. Output. I don't know why it's so blurry. Video. I have no idea why it's blurry. I'm hoping it gets better. Maybe it's just Twitch today. Who knows? The game itself looks really, really clean. So, could it be refocusing? I mean, the camera shouldn't be. Let me just. Oh, it is. Ooh. Okay, hang on. Hang on. Technical issues. Okay, it's further away, but I think it's clear now. I don't know why it did that. We're in full HD again. Don't know why it did that, but it's fine. It's fine. It was Mark. Mark and their ways. They're always so gleeful and so happy. Thank you, Anonymous Gifter, for gifting the tier 1 gift sub to Nick. Hey, Nick. I've not played this game in a very long time. It used to be like my comfort game to go to. And the music is mwah. Few content warnings. There's not that many content warnings. There's a bit of a existentialism, but in the most part, it's very, yeah, definitely. Oh yeah, there's like robotic snakes, but it's very. It's a bit like Green, that it's very symbolized. You don't really see much. There's no blood or anything like that. It's quite chill. It's quite lovely. Thank you, Joe, for gifting a tier 1 sub. But I wanted to play this game, this stream, today. Ooh, oh, it recognises PS4 controller. Thank you so much, game. Because I wanted to chat about... Thank you, are you here for the Corgi train? I've missed the Corgi train. Okay. Is it circle to jump? Circle to jump. For those who are unaware, I try and keep them separate, but it's on theme today, so I'll chat about it a little bit. 1 level 3 hype chain already? Oh my goodness, thank you so much. Kiari, Mark said heck to you for not giving him a bath. You have noticed that I have banned the word heck from chat, but I've replaced it with an emote that says heck. So, do you not hear the game? You should be able to.
Hype D.
You should. It's just very quiet right now. There's not much going on. But I can make it louder. I just don't want to sort of kill your ears when it comes to the loud part. We'll try that. You should only hear sort of fabric rustles. And like a low drone right now. Now there's the music. You can hear the music and that title there. It's just very subtle at the beginning. Yeah, and sand shuffles. Thank you for the 100 bits. Are you here?
Love the new emote.
The new emote is done by our resident artist and mod, Crunchy Runchy, who did all... Crunchy's also the one who did all the beeps emotes and everything. Crunchy's our resident artist and is an amazing human being. I asked him if we could have like a new emote because I felt like it was time. So I changed. I think I changed A up. I either changed A up or Nico no. I can't remember which one. It was one of those two, but I kept all the beeps emotes and I kept Jake. Crunchy affectionate. But yeah, I wanted to chat because for those who are in the same circles, don't worry if you're not, I finished working on the Magnus Archives. And the Magnus Archives is now finished. All 200 episodes have been released. Sure, there's gonna be... Oh, Jess, thank you so much. You'd have to do... Thank you so much, Jess, for gifting T15... Gifting the 5 gift subs. And now we got a little cape. But yeah, it... Ooh. Oh, that's the fly button. Okay, we've got two. We've got that one, which brings them to us, and then we've got the jump button when our cape is glowing, but it's not glowing at the moment. Thank you, Twiglets. Great here. Also, hi, Twiglets. How are you doing? And then you can fly. The Magnus Archives has been a huge part of my life since I started working it, and pretty much a year ago this month, if my maths is correct. And I mean, for those who have listened, it's a monumental podcast. It's a huge podcast. I've played this before, but I've not played it on stream. This is one of my favourite games. Oh, it's so pretty. The Magnus Archives pretty much was a huge part of my weekly routine. Pretty much every week was about 16 plus hours working on vocal cuts. And not only that, you get sucked into the lore and you get sucked into the fandom and the community. And it's this huge monumental thing. I'm not sure I'm allowed to say exact stats or whatnot, but millions of people listens to every single episode. Huge. I went from... Like, the biggest podcast I was working on before Rusty Quill had about 100,000 people per episode, and that was true crime. So it's not really the same thing. The Magnus Archives was my first audio drama, which had a huge encompassing community around it. And yeah, obviously because I came onto season 5 when everything was ending. For those who have played before, I'm not going to bother trying to find all the little cape bits. I more just want to play like the journey as it is. So sorry if that's going to affect people. And it's very hard when you're in it and when you're wrapped up in it with a big show like the Magnus Archives, it takes over your life. You get sucked into it, you get into the hype of all of it. You like, because everyone works so bloody hard on that show, you get really excited about when episodes get dropped and you see all the red stringing and the fairying and everything, and it's like boom. And because it ended good, because it didn't do a Game of Thrones thing, It stuck for landing. To me, it was a really big thing to sort of let go. To sort of hand in that final edit where you realise you've got no more episodes to do. Oh, by the way, chat, I'm not going to give any spoilers because I think this isn't an official Rustic Road channel, and also I don't like giving spoilers, but I will chat objectively about the thing. Handing in that final vocal cut and then realising there's no more to edit, it's all done. It's quite hard. It's quite difficult to get through because it's been like your metaphorical home for a year. I mean, for Johnny and Alex, it's been their home for 5+ years. And you kind of feel like it's almost like high school's ending. And you suddenly realize, like, oh, so now I've got time to do all these other things, but also, oh, I've lost my routine. I've lost my sort of like comfort blanket, which I know is weird to say about a horror podcast. And I spent like 2 weeks needing closure on it. Not mourning, but something like that. It's very strange in that you really needed it to end. We're really happy that it hasn't ended, because most podcasts don't end. But at the same time, to do that, of course, things have to finish. And yeah, yeah, it took a lot. Oh, Vin's looking at the content warnings. Death actualization, then there's a few snakes. There's a few snakes. There's big robotic snakes. Then that'll build the bridge. Oh, we reached level 3. Hi, Trim. Thank you so much, everyone. But also, coming at it from like a CV point of view, is that I can now effectively say, I was an editor in the Magnus Archives. I vocal edited the last few episodes. It's forever going to be the shining beacon on my portfolio. Oh, hey, friend. So this game is multiplayer in that you can jump into people. Like, that's another player right now in the world. I need his cape is way bigger than mine, or their cape rather. The problem, the trick that a lot of people fall into is that they tend to think all projects should be like that. So every single project you do needs to be bigger and better than the last project. And you know, it makes sense. Like, you can compare that to everything. If you're a weightlifter, you want to be lifting heavier weights. If you're a house owner, you want to be buying bigger houses and whatnot. And you can get stuck into this full trap into thinking the next project needs to be bigger than the last project. And if you do that, you lose focus. Well, two things. You lose focus of why you wanted to be a creative in the first place, but also it's unsustainable. You can't, no matter how much money you chuck at projects, and no matter how much time you chuck at projects, luck is still quite a big part of it. And especially when you're working on things like podcasts and TV and film and video games, a lot of it focuses on how the entire team is feeling. The Magnus Archives worked because every single individual cog in that wheel was as passionate as the creators and wanted to see it go exponentially incredible. And it's very hard to replicate that with new projects when you haven't got the fan base and the community built up, when you're working with new people, you know? My activism group discussed the happiness equation last night, how you can get stuck creating a new goal immediately instead of eating the happiness stage. Yeah, I agree with that. You can kind of get roped into that sensation of starting something new, and you can kind of get lost in that sensation because it's new. You tend to feel like, oh, this is something that's going to be big, that's going to be huge. And then lots of people don't see it through, so then they start something else new and they leave half-finished projects. I think it's right in saying that everyone loves the start of things and everyone loves the end of things. People don't like working in the middle of things. So, like, it's always tempting just to start a new project, put everything in the bin, start again from fresh, than to sort of work through the problems you have. Where do I go next? Sorry, buddy. I'm trying to focus on 5,000 things. What's that over there? So what I'm trying to say is, because I've finished the Magnus Archives and because I've started on new projects, some of them are my own projects, I'm gonna make sure I don't fall into the trap of... Is that gonna make my cape bigger? Yeah, my cape is bigger now. Where's the next bit? Or is that the whole thing done? Oh, we can climb up. That's done. We can climb up, I think. Yeah, let's climb up. I'm gonna make sure I'm not gonna be comparing projects to the Magnus Archives. And instead treat it as its own entity. Is this gonna let me walk on it? I can't remember if I have to do anything fancy. No, it's just a... Oh yeah, you can just fly across it like this. Oh, that music change. Oh, that big music change. Have I been saying sorry? Sorry, I didn't realise when I do. Thanks, everyone's telling me off with saying sorries. I need to cut down on how many times I apologise. And like that. And that's the first puzzle done already. Bigger cape, bigger adventures. Do we get them all? No. There we go. And then you go and sit and meditate. It's important to me to know that yes, I was very proud to be working on Magnus Archives, and yes, I'm quite happy and amazing that it exists. But it's kind of like a thing that I now have as like a finished project that I can put on the shelf and be very immensely proud of it. But go into new projects starting fresh. And I don't want it to feel like they're in competition. I don't want to feel like it's an evolution. I want it to feel like its own entity. And it's not so much about the numbers, the amount of listeners, you know, money it makes, whatnot. For me, I want to make sure it's something I give it my all in. And it's something I'm immensely proud of that I did. So whilst it not be a horror podcast, whilst it's not going to be, you know, the size that the Magnus Archives is. Thank you, Dr. Tea Time. How are you doing? Welcome to my Twitch channel. For those who don't know, I like Dr. Tea Time. Dr. Tea Time is one of the editors of the Magnus Archives wiki. Yeah, it's which is why I'm really, really excited, and I kind of... It takes a long time to learn that. Hey, Loop Sakurafu. Loop Sakurafu. Thank you so much for following. That cape is really fancy. Mine is not. This is the ADHD. We've never been able to finish things. It's probably my biggest struggle because starting and completing projects is the hardest thing for me to do. You go, Maggie. Maggie, I agree with you. It is hard. And also, I go for it a lot. I think it's the same with... No, it's fine. I like the challenge of trying to say people's usernames. I make a point of wanting to say everyone's because it's, you know... My surname's really bad in that my surname is Vitesi. Oh, got a summon the beeps request. Thank you, Meg. Sorry, I missed a summon the beeps. This is my pet. This is my comfort crew beeps. Great. Hey, Miria. Comfort crew beeps goes that. It is really hard. And especially when it gets in projects when you're doing like the 30th, 50th edit, you start questioning whether or not this is something that could be feasibly done. And it's very much a... oh, it's so fancy. Look how fancy. By the way, we're trying to get to the top of the mountain. That's our end goal. So you just keep going forward. Yeah, heck is banned here. You can use the emotes, but heck is banned. You can use heck. Oh, cape thing. That's what it's saying. Yeah, I still don't know. Bye, Anne. Thank you so much for coming, Anne. Chat to you soon. I still kind of think it's like a roll of a dice whether or not you should give up on something and start afresh, or whether you need to do like another few edits. Like there's a song I've been working on for the past sort of, I don't know, 3 months, give or take, and it's gone through hundreds of edits, and I very nearly just scrapped the whole thing and put it in the bin. Yay, longer cape. But this week I managed to finish it. I kind of just swapped one of the instruments around and changed the melody a little bit. And it worked. It all clicked in, thankfully. But we know it's all Neeks and we know that. What's Cass done? Please let me know that the mods had no part in banning heck. Oh no, this was me using my dictatorship power into doing that. But no, I do sympathise with having trouble starting and finishing projects. It's also quite scary sometimes. I mean, I've gone to enjoy it, but I do know how. Ooh, flower. Ooh, flower. Oh, you can meditate. Okay, let's meditate. How do you meditate? Oh, you just press... No. I can't remember how to meditate, I'm sorry. I can't... Oh, you just do that. We'll meditate around a flower. I've never seen a flower before either. Dr. Tea Time. It's an interesting feeling. I'm not doing a TMA wiki by any means, but I'm also eager for something new. Yeah. Same. There's something... Okay, I'm done. You can sit. I'm going to go on my way now. Bye. Where's the mountain? There's the mountain. I quite like things having an ending. Oh, for those who don't know, the game company made a game called Flower. That was their first game they made, and that's a throwback to their first game. No, it's trying to get me to go places, but I really want to sort of just venture. Ooh. See, now then, what they're trying to say here is that they don't like being on surface because it's too hot, and when you're in the middle of the desert, you can't really find much shade. So, lads being lads, they dug themselves a nice little bunker, and now they chill out in the bunker where it's all nice and cool. So that's the origin of our people in desert Yorkshire, which is where this game is set. This is the desert biome of Yorkshire. Yorkshire's quite a big place. I don't know if people have been to Yorkshire or been to the UK. The UK is quite like this. We have a desert. We don't like talking about it. I mean, it's not really on the map, but we do like it. You know? I was gonna try to compile the name of the original Journey band members and got distracted because I didn't realize Randy Jackson was the drummer. Randy Jackson was the drummer of Journey? Really? Sophie, there's your Yorkshire fact. What's that noise coming from? What's that noise? This way? Ooh, ooh. Ooh. Oh, but how do I get up there? Do I use you lads? longer cape. Alright, theirs is way bigger than mine. I can't tell if you're telling the truth or goofing about a Yorkshire desert. I assume goof. Mechtel, I would never lie. Not even once have I ever lied. Not even once. You can trust me. Tis ain't sand, it's Yorkshire pudding. But I do feel that there is a line to be made between who you are as an artist. I use the artist to mean anything, so whether you're a musician, painter, illustrator, actor, writer, director, whatnot. I do feel you have to make a divide in your head that your projects alone doesn't define you. Like, take Lord of the Rings, for example. Elijah Wood would probably hate it if everyone just thought of him as Frodo, because he's got this huge illustrious career, and I think Johnny knows this quite well, in that he doesn't want to be known for the rest of his career as the archivist, as Jonathan Sims, who wrote the Magnus Archives. He wants to go on and do other things and be, grow with it. He's very much happy that the Magnus Archives is a part of his life. As am I in the tiny part that I was in it. But I feel like you need to... Ooh, heck. Was I meant to go up there? No, I need to go around. Oh, they're trapped. Or is it a machine? I think it's like a coggy machine. You have to make sure, from a mental health point of view, that you exist outside your projects. Good job in saying my name right. Thank you, Hector. I get lots of names wrong. Sometimes I get it right, though. Oh no, I got trapped. Oh, just... There we go. There we go. There we go. Oh, secret way? We're going to find a secret? Alright, we're going to find a secret. Ooh, secret! Oh, you're good at this, lads. Because what happens then is people kind of live in their... Not nostalgia, but it's something like you get stuck in. Remember in the good old days? And you never produce again. And you never... people tend to ride their past successes and don't know how to grow from it because they've made that their entire personality. Is that person following any of us? I bullied Johnny into following me. I did literally bully Johnny into following me on Twitter. But that would be my advice. Whatever you're creating, big or small, project-wise, know that you as who you are matters just as much as the projects, if not more. And that you shouldn't hedge all your bets and all your worth on whether a project's successful. I know that's easier said than done, but your art is not contingent on whether it's a success in other people's minds. You should only really be... I know everyone says it, but the one person you need to prove it to is yourself. If you find self-worth in what you're doing, then that's the biggest thing you've won. Thank you, October Storms, for following. What are we doing? What are we doing? We're going... Where are we going? Alright. What are we doing? Are we going down here? Oh. I have no memory of this bit. Oh, is this? I think I may know this one actually. Is this the slopes? God, the game music is so good. Yeah, welcome to the best bit of the game. You're basically sandboarding all the way down. And I like kind of slaloming. Oh, there's a secret. It's so pretty. The composer Austin Wintory did an incredible job in this score. It's really interactive. It feels like one continuous piece of music, and it only ever progresses as you progress. So if you stand still in the same spot, then the music changes to mark that. You're not kind of caught in like boss music, even though there's no bosses in this. Oh no, where did my friend go? Oh, there you are. Hey, buddy. Are you trying to take me somewhere? Oh, right. Alright. It's time to unleash all the... Oh, change. Hey, Marshmallow. Yeah, I'd recommend getting this game. Austin Wintory is an incredible composer. This game has aged beautifully. This game came out in like 2012, I think. So it's what, 9 years old now? But I was reading about the development of this game, and it was like Austin Wintory would see the concept art and say, well, no, my music needs to be beautiful to match it. And then he'd write a piece of music and he'd show it to the game director. And the game director's like, your music's too beautiful. We need to make the game match that. So it kept him going like this. Oh, so they figured if you build statues and rocks on the grounds, then you can make more chilled areas. So this is them just boasting that they know how to build buildings to make everything feel much more calm and relaxed. Wholesome one-upping. Yeah. I'm a big fan. Can we just keep flying up? I'm following you. I don't really know where I'm going. Oh, yeah, I remember now. Oh, okay, right. Come on. Oh, he's a clever one. Thank you so much. My cape is massive. Because we keep singing to each other or communicating, our cape keeps regenerating. What was I chatting about? Yeah, Journey. The game they did after this was Abzu, which I played... Not here, I played in RQ streams. Right, you go ahead, I'm gonna follow you. And that game's all set and underwater. And it's a really good example in how they tried not to compare it to Journey and let it be its own project. Because it's not as successful, as popular as this game. But it is beautiful in its own way. Oh, another secret. But yeah, Journey was very much the one that brought them to the forefront. I wonder what they're working on now. They've not released a game in a long time. Austin Wintour has composed a lot of new stuff since then, but I've not seen this game company make anything in a while. You get to find out the friend is at the end, right? Oh, this shot is the best shot in the entire game. Look at that! Look how pretty! Oh, it's just incredible. And then we go down. Oh no, I've lost my friends. I don't know where my friend's gone. Where are you? Well, I can't find you anymore. I know I've lost one. There he is. And then down into the depths. Oh yeah, Alto's Adventure. Oh, they released Sky Children of the Light. Thank you, Vin. I didn't realise that was them. I believe that game company has an ongoing MMO called Sky Children of the Light. Children of the Light. I'm gonna write that down because people keep telling me to play it and I keep blanking it. Children of the Light. Yeah, the other person's playing. The other characters are just an online player. It's not a computer player. It's an actual person. Are you okay? Where are you? I don't know where you are. Alright. Well, you go on your way. Yeah, I've played Alto's Adventure, Miria. I loved Alto's Adventure. That one's really pretty too. Yeah, they purposely made this game like there's no chat in it. So, I mean, A, it kind of protects people, and B, it's much more focused on the game. Hello, white-robed person. Yeah, it's an actual other person playing, it's not a computer. This game is technically a multiplayer game. It just randomly connects people together. Sometimes people are there, sometimes they're not. Sometimes it's quite nice just being on your own, because then it feels like a much more isolated journey you're making towards the top of the mountain. But then other times it's just fun to kind of like dip and dive with people. You can just chirp at your friends. Exactly. But yeah, in a long rounded way to get back to what I was saying about Atlas Archives, is that I took 2 weeks off and I properly gave myself the closure towards it. So that by the time it actually got released, the final episode, in my mind I've already moved on. And kind of seeing how everyone saying goodbye to it is really, really sweet. And I'm really excited about the future. There's so many new things they're going to be doing. And I'm really excited about We Talk of Dreams, because We Talk of Dreams is my quote unquote business. It's a business. It's my freelancing name that I turned into what it is now. And I took the decision December last year to try and make a community out of it. And now we've got a little nice community. I think we've got about 150 people now in the Discords. And there's lots of little things I've got in the pipeline coming in the future. Big projects that I'm going to be doing with the We Talk of Dreams brands. Because right now all I've been doing with it is releasing music. And there's things I want to do in the future which will large part contain music, but I've got ideas with it. So, watch this space. I'm just very much in a developing stage, so I won't be saying much other than just hyping it up all the time. But I'm very excited. I think the project will be ready sort of by the end of this year. Zalia. Oh, so hi Zalia. When they were developing Journey, originally you could interact more, but people would just push other people off things. When they switched, you could only enter a chirp and couldn't push people off. People would suddenly cooperate. Oh, that makes sense. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Oh, you go under. Do you go under? I don't know what you're trying to tell me to do. You do you. The content warning about the snakes will be happening quite soon. They are snake-ish. They're kind of like big robotic snake things. But just a heads up, that'll be happening quite soon. But I've never played a game where my cape has been quite this long. What are you saying to me? Oh, there's a thing. Thank you. I like that we've got little pointy ears as well. Danger noodle friends. Oh, I mixed up who's who. What are you saying to me? How'd you get in there? Ah. He knows every single bit in this game, doesn't he? He's played this a lot. I'm very thankful he's here, because my cape would be like a tenth of the size it is now. Dangerous robo noodles. I do always wonder how you get these games in development, because if you told like investors, oh, have I missed something? Is he telling me off? Oh, he is. Okay. If you told game investors, I'm making a game where you travel up a mountain, they're not really going to invest in that. And until you get like the artists and the composers on board, the musicians on board, like it must be really hard to get a game like this hitting the ground running. So major props. I don't know how they did it, but why are you stopping? Okay, well we're going down. All right. Oh, have you noticed that the music's gone away? It's about to get vroom. Hey, Mary Sue. Yeah, did really good at Snowman is working on Where Cards Fall, which is also made by the Blaseball people. Might be the same studio collaboration, but yeah. Blaseball's an online browser baseball simulation horror game? It basically simulates baseball, but so much is created by fans, team names, what is going on, you get to vote for things and happen rules. Zalia, my god. You know a lot. Yeah. See, where are you taking me? Where are you taking me? I don't know where I'm meant to be following. I'm meant to be following you? Oh, right. Okay. Okay, Danger Noodle activate. Sometimes there's eldritch monstrosities and your players get kidnapped by aliens. It sounds original. It sounds quite entertaining. I'm trying to visualize it though. Danger Noodles. So we just gotta be careful. Oh no, it's gonna suck. Oh no! Oh, yeah, we get to see more story. Danger Noodles were jealous of the buildings and came to try and destroy them. Alright. Alright. This way? I guess. They do attack you if you mess up your sneaking. I have been attacked by these Danger Noodles quite a lot. You got me saying it now, Danger Noodles. Viola, get over here. But for the longest time, Austin Wintory was like a composer I was trying to replicate. I never could. But Austin Wintory is such a really cool way of combining orchestral music with electronic music. And he was getting all these really big projects and stuff. And I remember listening to his music thinking out, how can I do this? How can I make music like him? And I guess it goes with anything, in that when you try and copy someone else, you're never going to be as good as them. You're always going to be exactly that, a cheap copy. And through a lot of trial and error, I did discover my own sounds, my own unique composing style. And thankfully, from 2015 onwards, I managed to turn it into my job, which is quite nice. Bye, October Storms. Thank you so much for coming. I'm going over and above. Don't know about you, I'm going above. Oh, secret. Thank you for the secret. My emphasis is a lot of... when it comes to art, I guess any sort of art form, there's many different things you can focus on. And I decided as a composer, I wanted to focus on the production side of it. So when I put pianos into my music, it's not so much... What, are you telling me to go? You telling me to go? It's not so... Oh, no, you're not. You are, you're not. Ah. Oh. We're safe in the big cube. See, Fen knows all the secrets. Fen, you okay? You okay, buddy? There you are. It's okay. I focus a lot on how the instruments I use get recorded. So when I put like pianos in my music, I want it to feel like you're in the same room as the piano player. Same with strings and whatnot. I want it to feel like a memory. Whereas many composers focus on like the melody or the music theory or the way the orchestra sounds. These are all really important things. For me, I wanted it to feel much more personal. So I don't necessarily chase after super polished sounds, but I make sure the music sounds like a part of your life, if that makes sense. It's hard to explain. But it's what was drawn into me. It's why... sorry, Viola. It's what... It's the sort of music I kept on hearing other people's music, but not so clearly enough. And then I realised I had to make it myself. That's what I did. I feel like friend was secretly coughing up blood but was hiding it from us. Hey, funny. But I'm assuming lots of people have seen this game before. Hey, Bugsnax. Astronaut, once I made a theme my professor recommended, I had a melody to make a song more coherent. I was like, no, that's exactly what I'm not going for. Yeah, I'm like that too. Melody isn't everything, which is a really weird sentence to say. But I'm like that too. And you don't get taught it in schools and books and stuff, because they're very much about telling you what composers did like 200, 300 years ago. Which, I understand the importance and I quite like studying it, but it's not everything. And also, I don't want to replicate what's already been done. So, I want to do, oh, I like this bit. This bit's pretty cool. So yeah, I'm a grade 7 music theory, and I do want to get a grade 8 eventually. But it's such a tiny part of making art, of making music. Ever since I helped with a LARP songwriting workshop and Senpai Jamie Wakefield said he wrote music to express a feeling, I've been trying to do that. Previously I would write lyrics and music to them. I really like that too. Hans Zimmer, the guy who's pretty much written the scores to all the big blockbuster movies, he always said he wanted music to tell a story, which I get, which I very much see very prevalent in his music. I didn't want it to tell a story, I wanted it to feel like someone else's memory, like a very personal memory to the listener that's doing it. So there's a lot, I don't necessarily want my music to progress, but I do want it to feel like a photo. Like when you're going through old photos of yourself and whatnot, I want it to feel like that. So, big man stood at the top of the hill and said, lads, we're all glowing now, what the frick? How do we stop glowing? Which way to the biscuit factory? And that's how the biscuit factory is born. Hey, Bryn. Press his lips firmly to go to vent a soapbox lecture about Hans Zimmer that no one wants. Hi, Bryn. Oh no, where's my friend gone? Right, oh, there you are. Oh, secret. Okay. Underneath? You don't mean underneath? No, he's just being fancy. And casually go down. I don't think Bryn's the biggest fan of Hans Zimmer, and I do understand why. Yeah, I know this one. Bryn, I don't mind you telling it. But yeah, I do understand that. So, bring your friends along to the biscuit factory, and if you bring your friends, then the angels of the chocolate digestives will come, and then we'll be happy. Mary Sue. Hang on, I'm reading that, I just need to focus. Bounce on the top. Bounce on the top. Do you ever run into trouble navigating the line between a memory and nostalgic self-indulgence? Is that even a real problem? Memory and nostalgic self-indulgence. Do you mean... I don't know if it's the same question you're answering, but there is many times... Oh, secret. Where I tend to try... My mind to try and get me to finish songs in the exact same way I've done before. So like... A lot of the times I'll start with like a piano and I'll end in strings because I know it sounds really pretty. And that's indulgence. That's my mind telling me it's satisfying to do it this way. It's really satisfying, and I kind of have to snap myself out of it because I need to be writing something new. and extending the music I make. And it's really, really hard to not fall into your safe spaces when you write music, or I guess when you create any art. Because there's always these magic moments when you got something that works and you're deadly proud of, and you don't want to let go of that feeling, so you kind of replicate it again and again and again. And I feel like it's a fine line between sticking true to what your brand is, but also expanding it and exploring it more, so that you're making the world bigger as opposed to keeping the world the same. Sorry, friend. Where are we going? I'm following you. Where are we going? Okay. Ooh. Oh, I see. Okay. Thank you. The actual lectures were like, Hans employs an army of composers that writes his scores and he takes... Yeah, okay, yeah, this is actually quite a prevalent thing. He's developed... So there's a lot of discussion about this in the composing world currently. What there basically is... I'm going to use an example. Rusty Quill is a production company, right? So the Rusty Quill has editors and voice actors and directors and writers and composers and artists and whatnot. Hans Zimmer has a production company that's only music. And I think it's called Bleeding Fingers. And what the idea is, say anything I edit in Rusty Quill is part of Rusty Quill. Yes, I get credit and say this is edited by Nico, but it's Rusty Quill's products. I get paid for my time and talents to give them the product that Rusty Quill effectively owns. What Hans Zimmer is doing... Yeah, I see. What Hans Zimmer is doing a production company that's only music. So he has basically this entire company filled with only music composers, and they write the majority of the scores for him. But because he owns it, because they're all employees of Hans Zimmer, he gets the full credit for it. And also, case in point, sometimes he will only write the theme song of stuff, and then he'll get the composers to write the rest of it. So David Attenborough's recent documentaries, Planet Earth and Blue Planet, Planet Earth 2 and Blue Planet 2, Hans Zimmer wrote the theme song, the 2-minute theme song, and then his company wrote the rest. But he takes full credit for everything, and he gets the all the royalties and stuff, because he's paid the composers, but they don't get the royalties. They'll be given one lump sum, and go, there you go, here's, I don't know how much they get paid, 10,000, and then Hans Zimmer will get every single royalty. So every time someone watches it or someone licenses the music, Hans Zimmer gets it all. And they understand the problem with that, because then it's monopolizing the field. If you're a film director, you're gonna hire Hans Zimmer's company because you know you're effectively going to get a really good score out of it. Where have you gone? Why are you down there? Alright, I'm following you. I don't know why we've gone all the way down to the bottom, but I'm trusting you. Which is why I have no intention of doing something like that for myself. I very much want to remain We Talk of Dreams. Oh, I didn't know this was a thing. You're really clever. Where have you gone? Where are you? There you are. What are you trying to do, man? Where are you? okay. Guards, start changing direction. Oh. I've never seen any of this. This is all like brand spanking new for me. It's a BC one from early games, Flow. Oh, thank you, Zali. I didn't know that. I've never played Flow either. Oh, I see. So it's a graveyard? Person died, they're mourning. So it's effectively a tomb. We're in a tomb? How would you know that's there? This person's played so much of this. But speaking of like AAA blockbusters and whatnot and AAA games, there's a lot of talk about it. You kind of expect the people at the top of their field to be working in these movies, but it's not always the case because these movies and these video games and whatnot take a long time to produce. And it's the Grand Theft Auto and Red Dead Redemption problem. Rockstar's the people who made it. And it's basically when you're working on these games, you're effectively signing away working on anything else for the next 5-6 years, and that's a huge chunk out of your life to only be doing this one thing, and they make you sign non-competes, and in the end of it you get to say, hey, I've worked on Red Dead Redemption 2, I've worked on Grand Theft Auto 5, and it's a big thing, but there's no individuality about it. You're part of this one huge team, and it's whether or not you're okay with that. And yeah, a lot of people bounce back and forth between wanting to create something that's wholly themselves and independent versus wanting to be part of this huge big project, and kind of like wanting to be in the in-between of it. Oh, Michael Giacchino I really like, and Bear McCreary. Bear McCreary worked on Electric Dreams, is that what it's called? The Philip K. Dick book series that got turned into TV adaptations. Bear McCreary's theme for The Impossible Planet is incredible. It's one of my favourite pieces of music to exist. As is a lot of the music from this score as well. That doesn't sound like... Yeah, maybe I agree. It's very... Yeah. It's a problem, but it's why I'm quite happy that I get to be quite independent, and that Rusty Quill themselves allow me to work in other companies quite freely, which is very rare. Very, 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 very rare. Like, case in point, it would be very easy and understanding if Rusty Quill says, if you're going to be working for us with the Magnus Archives, then we don't want you to be working on No Sleep or any competing audio drama horror fiction. But they didn't do that. And I work with a lot of the No Sleep actors and voice actors on other projects, and Rusty Quill are happy for me to do so. Like, granted, I'm not allowed to basically copy what to do for the Magnus Archives and make a new show out of it, but they do. That's a very good point. Hydrating. Bye, Anya. But they're very, very, very welcoming like that. Oh. By the way, I'm going straight through. I don't think this stream will be longer than 2 hours. I think 2 hours is roughly how long this game is. It's designed to be finished in a single sitting. We'll see. It may be 3 hours, but I think it's only 2. I don't want to pause because I don't want to lose our friends. God, our capes are just so long. But yeah, we're getting close to the mountaintop. Yeah, content warning in that this bit's a bit rough. This is the roughest part of the game, story-wise, so just brace yourselves. And also our walking speed is dramatically reduced. Because it's cold. And there's not enough lovely warm sun to keep us warm. What are you wanting to do? What are you doing? Oh, what are you doing? Oh, I see. Okay. So there's wind blizzards. And then you gotta kind of hide behind the stones when it happens. Alright. Alright. Oh, you can see the sands kind of shift with it. Sands, snow. Snow sands. Yeah. Thank you, Tag707, for following. Okay. Hey, Jace. Well, we haven't got little barriers. Alright, I'm following it. Should be fine. I don't think there's many secrets in this bit either. Oh, there's a trap little thing. There you go, buddy. Jimmy John's. Doesn't Jimmy John's make you sign an exclusivity agreement? Sounds the same thing everywhere. It's unfortunately getting increasingly more common that companies will make you sign exclusivity agreements. And these agreements basically says whilst you work for us... Some of them are pretty brutal. Some of them are basically saying whilst you work for us, please don't work for our competitors, which I kind of get. Other ones basically say you're not allowed to work on projects whilst you work on our projects. So they discourage you and I guess legally make you sign that you won't do things in your free time. So say you're working on, I don't know, you're working on Grand Theft Auto 5, you're not allowed to be making a game in your free time. That's just a big no, because the idea is that your creative juice is being sucked away from Grand Theft Auto 5, so they only want you to be working on Grand Theft Auto 5, and yeah. It's pretty brutal. But this said, there are some incredible game companies out there that refuse to do that. My favourite game company so far is it Supergiant Games? The ones who created Hades and Transistor and Bastion and Pyre. They're like the opposite of all that. They are the most incredible games company I know. They allow people unlimited time off. So at any point if you say you need to take time off, you can take time off. They employ people to make sure that no one's overworking. So it's like the opposite of like what's the words? can't remember the word. Anyway, there's people who will monitor you, and if you're working too hard, eyes to eyes, if you're working too hard, then your boss will effectively say, you're working too hard, we're going to make you do less work, and we're going to make sure you take more time off. The problem they also had with giving unlimited time off is that people feeling guilty for taking time off, so they forced people to take time off. A very lovingly, in the same way that you make it rehydrate and whatnot. They do the same thing. They don't allow crunch times. Crunch times just don't exist, and they're just, yeah. And it shows because their games are incredible. They really, oh, it's all frozen. Night in the Woods, part of the game co-op, Glorious Society. Night in the Woods was a really good game. I wasn't expecting it to be that detailed and that much in depth. And I'm, hey Carter, and people were telling me, oh, it's so cold. People were telling me that each playthrough is different as well. You may end up in the same place, but you get to choose who you hang out with and who you bond with, and just a good game, incredible game. Thank you to those who recommended it to me. Oh no, my thing, like, you see how my juice and my thing's getting sapped. Are we going? No, okay. No. Bye, Momo. Thank you for coming. See you to Night in the Woods. Night in the Woods, yeah, I'd recommend it to anyone. It's very... Oh, no, 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 no. Yeah. Yeah. I didn't realise I was meant to hide. That's where you gotta be careful. Oh no, I'm all injured and whatnot. Oh, it's made me sad now, yeah. The distress of film got hurt, I know. It'll be okay. Oh, nothing to see here, nothing to see here, nothing to see here. We're not here. We're not here, we're not here, we're not here. Thank you, Kiwi Spec, for following. Similar problems show up in the animation industry, story and the projects itself taking a backseat to the theatre release. Also, the director percentage is absolutely dismal. Yeah, my Majestic Cape's gone. Yeah, I've heard that a lot. I mean, everyone knows about Disney, right? Everyone knows that Disney isn't always the best employer for their employees, especially when it's animators. And I know it's very too winged because Disney, you're making animations for children, and because a lot of us grew up with Disney movies, and even now I still watch Disney movies quite regularly. You know it's brutal and you know you're going to get taken advantage of, but at the same time you're creating something for children in the world. It's very hard not to want to be a part of that. If you watch a documentary released about how they made Frozen 2, it's actually horrifying in a lot of ways, I can imagine. Something tells me I shouldn't just be flying around. Okay. I don't like this. Had a pal who was an Imagineer, which like dream job, but since it's your dream, they can really tug you around. Yeah. Yep. But also a thing to know. Hey, Purple Almonds. Also a thing to know. When you are making a living doing your dream job, chances are the people you're working with, say they're executives or people in the boardrooms or whatnot, these generally tend to be people who never made it as like an artist or musician or whatnot, and they kind of resent you because you get to have a living doing that. And so they will unfairly treat you and push you around because how dare you... Oh, come on, get in. How dare you have a job that you enjoy and that you get to do and have satisfaction. So there's a lot of that going on as well. And like, I do get it. I imagine it must be quite hard if you wanted to be an actor and then for one reason or another it never worked out, and now you're an executive who's in charge of actors. I can see how that can manifest. I don't think it's right. I think it's brutal and horrible, but I can understand how it happens, how it occurs. So, yeah. I had no idea at this part you could avoid the snakes. Every time I got to this part, my cape just gets decimated. I had no idea you could sneak around. Apparently so. Nico, I love your views on creative communities and how they work. Oh, thank you so much. My view is that I tend to want to speak as open and as honest as I can about this stuff because people don't talk about it. And more often than not, the reason why I do these streams and why I have a Discord and whatnot is that I want to share as much as I can because I don't think gatekeeping should be a thing. I want to help people as much as I can, and I very much want to demystify what it's like being a creative professional full time. But like everything, not only like the work side and the mental health side, but the sort of the people you come across you're going to be working with. I try and like steer people away from making bad decisions where I can, and kind of understand why people sometimes get really bitter. Oh, no, up. Thank. Get up. There we go. Sorry, friend. Thank you, friend. So yeah, I very much appreciate it. Bye, Jesse. Don't worry about it. Nap times are good. I'm glad you had a good nap. So yeah, that's why I made a Discord with a lot of friends and do these streams, and why I try to be very open with everything and we talk of dreams. My Disney work in Disney Saturday Night Live focus experiences. Purple I'm really happy that the game making department isn't necessarily the one with the highest budget, but we're ironically treated better than some new coming Imagineers. Yep. Well, do we not just jump off the edge? Do we jump off the edge? What are we doing? We're just seeing the sights, alright. Oh, hey. It's windy. We're just seeing sights. And I know I had the idea you could duck and cover as well. I always used to sort of beeline it straight up and I always kept getting blown back. Okay, good. We're good. God, we're so cold and so freezing. Oh boy. Heads up, this bit's a bit rough. Oh, we're here already. Yeah, we've zoomed through. Oh no! Oh, my cape is just gone now. I've not got any cape left. It's okay, we can make it. It's okay, buddy. Hi, Mary Sue. Thank you for coming. It's okay. I like that we can still chirp happily and carefree during all this. Maggie, oh no, big storm. Hopefully we don't catch big debt. It's gonna be okay. It's going to be okay. Press X to hold hands. Find yourselves a moving buddy or a journey buddy. Oh, that's so sweet. Chat, you're so wholesome. Oh no, our chirps have gotten quieter. No. Oh God, a friend really is trying to push us along. A lot of heads are trying to do the chirp, but we can't do it. So you can just see the animation for it, but just nothing's coming out. Chirp. Chirp. No. Oh no. Purple hours. The sound effects and stepping in the snow from this particular area is some crunching crumbled up Dorito and Frito chips. I can hear that. That's really cool. That's really, really cool. More friends. More friends. Oh, it's so cool. Love this bit. Zoom. It's so good. Friend's still here. It very much is one of my favourite moments in all video games, the first time you see all this. Friend, where are you? Oh, do we go down? It's just so pretty. you can't engage any chat with their friends. But if I did have, I would, but we're not allowed to. Playing this on the PC. This is on Steam. Tiffany. I've never played this game with headphones before, so I didn't realise the little jellyfish things goggle like chickens. Oh no, I'm trapped. Okay. I guess we're just going straight up. We're so glowy. Yeah, this song is called Apotheosis, I think. The entire soundtrack is on Spotify and other streaming services. And yeah, it's beautiful. This is just basically saying goodbye. Oh. Bye, friends. Thank you so much. Yeah, on we go. Oh, he's doing little love hearts. Yeah, he is. Oh, look, he did a little love heart. Bye, friends. Thank you so much. They are quite wholesome. I must admit, I've never had someone quite as wholesome as this one before. They drew a little heart. Thank you, J Grows Plants, for following. just chirp our little hearts out. And that cello is really beautiful. Not allowed to chirp anymore. Thank you, Glorious Nonsense, for following. The cello player is Tina Guo, who also plays the cello in Time by Hans Zimmer. She's a very famous cello player. so pretty. Oh, and you can still see our capes together in the wind. Beatnik, I never heard about Puffy Office until last year. Yeah. And that was Journey. Yeah, Chalice of Sherlock Holmes 9 2 as well. Because they're both Hans Zimmer ones. Yeah, I wanted a nice little sentimental, symbolic game to sort of mark the end of Magnus. And on to the next adventure in my life. So yeah. And then you got the beautiful credits. Thank you for playing Journey. Thank you for making Journey. So yeah, if you're wanting to be a part of what we're creating next, you're very humbly welcome to join our Discord. We Talk of Dreams, and through there you can meet our amazing little community of hub of artists and embroiders and cross stitchers and bakers and illustrators and voice actors and editors and musicians and yeah. For those who are already part of the community, I do have a few announcements. I'm going to start bringing them more closely aligned in that I'm going to start doing more workshops on the streams. So next week, actually, my next stream will be a podcast, how to make soundtracks for podcast workshop. And then I'll be doing a Chill Create session at the end of the month as well. I'll still be playing games and stuff because I like playing games. But yeah. And there's many secret projects on the go. And we do various games nights together and lots of little things. Purple, and there's your friend. Your friend was in this, Jackie Q Young. That's really cool. But yeah, I wonder if is anyone else streaming right now? Because yeah, I'll do a raid. No one else is streaming. But until then, I'll probably leave this going in the background. And my next stream will be next Thursday at 8 PM, which should be the podcast soundtrack workshop. A huge thank you to our it's a Discord. There should be a link in the doobly-doo. Or you can also just put exclamation wait for friends. You can wait for friends. I don't think friends comes back. I could be wrong. Does it? I'll leave the stream up. But huge thank you to the mods for everything they do. If you'd like to support what we do here, you can just watch us on the stream. That's thank you enough. Or you can choose to support us through our Ko-Fi. And all the money we get through the Ko-Fi and the subs and the bits here help towards paying my mod team, getting better equipment for the streams, and funds my jelly bean habit, which is already nice. But I promise I'll wait until the end until we see our friends. Where's Cass? What did Cass do? Friends name will be under the credits. Okay. Yeah, the game's been ported a lot, eh? Because it's now you can now get it on iOS and you can now get it on. I think you get a Nintendo Switch now, if I'm not mistaken. And it was on PS3 and PS4 and Xbox and PC and Mac. I don't think I've ever watched the whole credits. I know the game sort of loops back round, so that you can just continuously keep doing the same journey again and again and again. Your girl Magic Cat. The friend's name is Weedlord420. I'm gonna lose it. What a game to make. Imagine working on a game like this. so nice chilling still. Companions met along the way. Snow Prism. Oh, that's a really pretty name. Snow Prism. Snow Prism, thank you so much for everything you did. It really fits with the games. Snow Prism was watching? Snow Prism, are you here? Are you actually here watching the stream? No way. Thank you for traveling with me in this journey. You've been a wonderful companion and appreciate all your company and chat. Oh, Snow Prism, that's so sweet. Oh, you're making me well up. Thank you so much for watching it with us. This is so nice and lovely. Yeah, that was really nice. Thank you so much for showing us where all the stuff for us. And I didn't realise you can avoid the snakes in the path, like when you're in the snow bits, or that your cape could get that long. You knew all the secrets and everything. That's really sweet. Thank you so much. Snow Prism, you're more than welcome to join us in our Discord if you like, but also just thank you for doing this with us, and that was really lovely. Yeah, that's a really nice wholesome way to do it. I wasn't expecting that at all. I'm kind of lost for words. Oh, so nice. But yeah, thank you everyone. And what's my lesson? Oh, the artists. My end screen always shows artists who have done various artwork for us. The artist that we are highlighting today is Anna, Flawless Poop, and you can find them at Flawless Poop on Twitter. But yeah, that was so wholesome and nice. And yeah, thank you, Snow Prism. Thank you everyone for watching, and I'll see you all next Thursday. Snow Prism, I'm also going to follow you and make sure that I don't lose you in case you do streams yourself. But yeah. Oh, you do! Oh, you do! Everyone should follow Snow Prism. Snow Prism does a lot of journeying and Revel. Cool. Bye everyone. Thank you for coming, and I'll see you all soon. Bye bye. Oh, maybe not. You're still going to see me for a little bit longer. Okay, there we go.